Okay, get ready to have your mind blown. We're diving into some seriously wild stuff today. This article, Dream Communication, scientists unveil new breakthrough using brainwaves.
Yeah.
Like, just the title alone.
It grabs you right.
Totally. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction.
It does, doesn't it? But the crazy thing is, it seems like science fiction is becoming reality, you know?
Seriously. So, for people like me who haven't quite wrapped their heads around it yet, what's the basic idea?
Okay, imagine this. Two people, both dreaming, but they're not just dreaming. They're actually sharing thoughts and ideas with each other through their dreams.
Okay, you officially blew my mind. It's like telepathy, but in our sleep. I have so many questions. First off, how is this even possible?
Well, it all starts with this thing called lucid dreaming. You've heard of that, right?
Yeah. It's when you realize you're dreaming, and like sometimes you can even control what happens.
Exactly. So this research, they focused on two people who were both lucid dreaming at the same time, and they used this thing called EEG. It records brain activity, right? So they were tracking what was happening in their brains during these shared dream experiences. And get this, they were actually able to decode those brain signals, like translate thoughts into data.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm understanding this right. So we're talking about actual brain waves being read and understood and then sent to another person's brain, all while they're dreaming.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whoa.
The article calls it synchronizing neural rhythms. So they basically figured out a way to make a connection between two brains, almost like a mental handshake that lets information flow between them.
So it's not like they were talking or anything in the dream. It was pure thought being sent and received.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like tapping into a whole new way of communicating, right? Yeah. One that goes beyond our normal senses.
This is seriously blowing my mind.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about like actual uses for this.
Yeah.
What could we actually use this for? Because right now, honestly, it still seems kind of like science fiction, even though I know it's not.
Right. And that's what's so exciting about it. The possibilities are huge, really. Think about it, like therapists being able to actually get inside the minds of their patients while they're dreaming, you know, like helping them work through nightmares or anxieties right then and there.
That would be like revolutionary.
Yeah.
Especially for people dealing with stuff like PTSD or phobias, right? To be able to actually confront those fears in a safe space like their dreams, that could be incredible for therapy.
Exactly. And think about education, right? Imagine a world where you could just download information straight into your brain while you're asleep, like learn a new language overnight or become an expert in something really complicated without even trying.
Whoa, talk about accelerated learning. No more pulling all-nighters studying or spending years in school, right? It would completely change how we learn.
And it's not just about learning facts either. Imagine like artists working together on a whole new level, sharing creative ideas through their dreams, or musicians writing symphonies together without even needing instruments. The possibilities for art are kind of mind-blowing.
Wow. A world where we can share knowledge, ideas, even creative inspiration, just like that. It's pretty incredible when you think about it, like a whole new era of human connection.
Totally. And we're just scratching the surface here. Think about how we could solve problems. Scientists from all over the world putting their heads together literally in a shared dreamscape, working together to fight climate change, or coming up with new medical discoveries.
It's like unlocking this collective human intelligence. It's always been there, but we've never been able to tap into it before. It's like all our minds kind of like blur together and we become something way bigger than ourselves.
Right. And what's really cool is that this research, it shows us that communication in the future, it might not have the same limits that it does now. Language barriers, physical distance, even disabilities. They might not be such big obstacles anymore. We could connect with anyone, anywhere.
Think about that. Sharing experiences with people you love, even if they're miles away. Feeling their happiness or sadness, like you're right there with them.
It's amazing, isn't it? The impact it could have on relationships, making us more empathetic, more understanding. The article didn't really go into that too much, but I can't help but think, maybe a world with less conflict, less misunderstanding. Maybe that's possible if we could all just connect on this deeper level.
It's like this dream communication thing. It's like a reflection of what we all want deep down, right? Mm-hmm. To connect with each other, understand each other, and make the world a better place.
That's a beautiful way to put it. And even though there's still a lot more research to be done, just the fact that this kind of communication might even be possible, it just shows you how amazing the human mind really is. There's so much potential there just waiting to be unlocked.
It really makes you think, what else is out there? What other impossible things might we be able to do someday? I mean, if we can communicate through our dreams, the possibilities are endless, really. It's exciting.
It is. It's that sense of wonder, that curiosity. It's what drives us to keep exploring, keep pushing the limits of what we think is possible.
Well, I think it's safe to say we've got a lot to think about after this deep dive, and maybe even dream about. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of dream communication. It's been pretty mind-blowing.
The pleasure was all mine. And until next time, keep dreaming big, because you never know what those dreams might lead to.